Hey, welcome back to another video, and you know what that means? Another month. It is October already. So today, Heartstopper season 3 came out. I literally woke up at 8 and watched it as soon as it came out. So good. It's a little bit different to the books. Nothing, this is really random, nothing is more like stress inducing right now than hearing everyone cough and be ill in my flat. As someone who's immune suppressed, it's got like freshest flu, whatever you want to call it. This weekend I actually came home for the weekend. My mum was missing me and was very much in a flare up, and I just needed a break. So it's nice to come home, cook, like have a chill, have a lazy, lazy around in bed, like just breathe basically. I've had time to rewatch it twice. I'll talk a bit more about Heartstopper season 3. I love Heartstopper. I read the comics when they were coming out. I knew about Heartstopper after the first comic was published into a book, and I've been hooked ever since. I've read all the books as they've ever produced. I loved it so much. I always find that they find a really nice way of portraying things where it's still watchable to the viewer, but it still stays true. Hopefully they get renewed for season 4. This morning I'm off to a blood test down here for the first time, even though I mentioned the absolute struggle it is at the moment to sort out my healthcare down here. I've just gotten back after having my blood test and everything. She had to have a go twice because she couldn't get a vein the first time, which is alright. She had to go out and get a butterfly needle too because she couldn't get it. Today is Friday. Today I've had chemistry, basically double chemistry. It was interesting. It was all stuff I've already learned in A-level, so it's kind of just sit through, I need to go for the exam, pass the exam. And later on tonight I've got trampolining, decided to join. I don't know if this is a bad idea or not, and if I can physically do it. And they've also got a dance-a-thon at the hangar to raise money for Teenage Cancer Trust. I think we're checking it out this evening afterwards with my friends. So yesterday I hung out with some of my friends, we went to the hangar, checked out the dance-a-thon they were doing for Teenage Cancer Trust, and then we played Cards Against Humanity, had a chill, had a conversation, and it was such a lovely time. Trampolining was also pretty fun, as I'm definitely the least skilled out of everyone, and we just spent the entire session working on my backdrop, which when you drop back onto your back and get back up as everyone else was doing flips and stuff. But you know what, I know what I can and can't do, and I know I'll have to take stuff at a slower pace, and I'm okay with that. Stopped in this little cafe. It was a queer cafe and it was lovely. I had a vegan cheesecake and some tea. My friend had avocado toast and the peach iced tea, and it was really nice and lovely. Busy week that is coming up. Not only do I have 4 days of lectures, I also have an interview for Student Ambassador. I have my COVID and flu vaccine. I also have my emergency doctor's appointment. As soon as that interview's done, I will get back on the train up to home, and then I've got a doctor's appointment at 9 AM the next morning, and then I'll get on the next train back down to here because I've got a lab. Today I'm off to get my COVID and flu vaccine because I qualified for the NHS as I am immune suppressed. So I got my COVID and flu vaccine. That went alright, to be honest. It never really goes wrong, just a vaccine. Been to town to get the bits and bobs I need. Now I'm walking the bit back that the bus doesn't go to. It's not very long, about 5 minutes. Today I have a job interview for the university, along with a bunch of things to do with that. And then I'm literally finishing that, running back here, catching the next bus into town, and then catching the next train home. Got a hospital appointment at 9 AM tomorrow, back up home. So I'm walking back now. It was a hectic hospital appointment, really, to say the least. Got there nice and early, so I had a 9 AM appointment. It turned out he had double booked his 9 AM. Then the time he actually rocked up was 9:40. He didn't realise he'd double booked his 9 AM. My name wasn't even on the list because I had an emergency last minute appointment, but it was on the stickers for his forms and stuff. I got an appointment 10:30 the time I went in, because I was the second patient of the day. He actually took patient 3 in, and then I went after them. They gave me another steroid injection, which I never find helps, but and then an increase in my methotrexate to 8 litre tablets. We're back in 3 months, and if that doesn't help at all, New medication time. Today is Friday. Feeling a little bit rough after the steroid injection yesterday. Today's been pretty chill so far. This morning, me and one of my friends in Halls were looking at like housing for second year, just kind of looking at the moment. Nothing set in stone at all. We're checking out a place tomorrow, which is going to be a bit of a tight call for me because I'm also in a lecture, so it's below. Then I've got my assistive technology training at 4 till 6, and then at 7 we're going down to the hangar and it's quiz night, so we're going to take part in the quiz for the first time. And I bet you I'm going to be terrible because I'm terrible at quizzes. So we ended up not looking at the flat thing we meant to look today because on the literally we were walking there and they were like, yeah, sorry, someone put the deposit down, it's gone. And we were like, oh. I went to a Give It a Go yoga session with some of my friends because they were going, and I went, you know what, I've never tried yoga before, I'll give it a go. It is not for me. Some people with GIA really helps them. For me, it just, everything in my body flared up. So, it's not for me. Just come back from that film night thing with Beetlejuice. A bit of a letdown, to be honest. Previously, when they did like a film thing with the Residential Life team, they did Rescue and you had subtitles on, you didn't even have to ask. This one was done by the Law Society and they had like an interactive thing at the start, and I was like, oh, you know, but you know, start the film and I'm like, well, there's no subtitles. I go up to the guy, I'm like, oh, could you put subtitles on? Because I really struggle to hear sometimes, and especially when different people are talking. The thing wasn't even that loud. And he said, well, I can turn it louder, but I can't put subtitles on because other people might not want that and it can be distracting. So I sat through the rest of the thing, not able to catch at all what was going on, let alone hear most of what was going on, because also upstairs people were playing pool. Quite annoying. They really wouldn't have been that distracting. No one else in my row could hear it because it wasn't even that loud when he turned it up. Tried clubbing for the first time tonight and it's actually going ahead. I'm really nervous, to be honest. It doesn't really sound like an environment I'm going to enjoy, and I don't drink either, so I'm going to be completely sober, which a lot of people go, why would you go to a club sober? Yep, I'm that person. So, this is the outfit for the club with some black jeans and my Docs to try and keep myself cool. I've got a small little black bag to bring with me. I literally just got in. It's 1 o'clock. It's not for me. I really hated it, to be honest. I think I figured it out about 10 minutes in because the vibration from the floor has moved my kneecap to where it shouldn't be, so it really hurts. And it was so loud, and I was wearing loop earplugs, and it was still too loud and overwhelming. But what is nice about my friendship group at the end, so that club shut at 12:30, and then you walk to the next one. Like, hey, does anyone want to go home? If one person wants to go home, we'll go home. And I was like, I want to go home. It's not for me. I'm so overwhelmed. Anxiety inducing, keeping your eyes everywhere and anywhere because I'm so nervous about being spiked or like anything like that. And I don't know, it just made it to be incredibly overwhelming. Not for me, but I'm glad I tried it. That I had the confidence to be like the only one being like, hey, I want to go home. I was counting down. I knew it shut at 12:30 and I was counting down the time. I was like, yes, only half an hour more. Yes, only 5 minutes more. I realised about 10 minutes in it wasn't for me. I feel like it's important to show this side of my GIA, how it affects me. I look really rough. I literally cannot move my legs today. They just don't want to work. They're in horrific pain. Hey, so that is the end of October's vlog. I hope you enjoyed it and will consider subscribing and leaving me a like.